Welcome back to another video of UK Knowledge Guru. In this video, I will guide you how to check that your employee is legal in the UK. Now, for example, your employee was working on graduate visa and now they are saying that they have applied for another visa application. For example, FLR, HRO. They have applied for this visa. Just assume. So you don't know whether they have the visa or not, but they keep saying that they have the visa. If they're lying to you and you don't know and you don't check, you can get up to £60,000 fine. Okay, so that's why you have to check. Now, how to do that? So for that, we'll go again on gov.uk, the only genuine reliable website, the only source which I use. Home, employing people, recruitment and hiring. Use this employer checking service. It clearly states over here, use this service to ask the Home Office to check an employee or potential employee's immigration status. So for example, you wanted to hire someone and they don't have documents. If they cannot show their documents or online immigration status. So for example, they don't have BRP, they don't have any documents, then this could be, for example, because they have an outstanding appeal, review, or application with the Home Office. They arrived in the UK before 1988 and they do not have documents to prove their immigration right to work. They are having technical issues getting a share code to prove their right to work. This is also a very common thing. Sometimes because of you have changed your name recently or your last name or you have amended the documents and it's not working. You are unable to use a digital service to check their right to work due to a technical issue. For example, the share code website is not working. You must also ask the Home Office to check their status if they have a non-digital certificate of application that says you need to ask the Home Office to check their right to work. An application registration card. Now, how to do that? So on this page, you can do that. I'll put this link in the description so you can do it yourself. Everything DIY. Before you start, what details you need? You can read the guidance. This is the guidance. I'll put the link of the direct guidance in the video description as well. You'll need to provide the following information to request the check. Employee full name, date of birth, nationality, job titles, hours worked per week, home address in the UK. You need to see their original application registration card or certificate of application if this is what you are checking. You also need to provide your business name, business type, business contact information. Now let's start. We'll click on this and we'll come to this page. Right to work check eligibility. You do not need to use this service if the worker has the following. For example, they have a British passport, immigration document from the Home Office that demonstrate a right to work. For example, they got a valid BRP or any other share code. A digital immigration status that demonstrate a right to work. So for now, they don't have anything. Click continue. Does this person already work for you? No. Are you unable to use a digital right to work service due to technical error? No. Has the worker applied to the EU settlement scheme? Yes, they have. Yes, they have evidence. No, they are frontier work in the UK. None of the above. So what we are checking, the employee is from India and obviously they don't qualify for EU. Does the worker have an application registration card ARC that shows they have right to work? No. Now, what was that? So let me explain you. ARC are proof of asylum status. The right to work is shown in the remark section of the card. Okay. Does the worker have an ongoing appeal or application with the Home Office? Yes. So in this case, we will select yes. You need to ask Home Office to conduct a right to work check. You'll need to provide the following information to request a check. Your employee or potential employee's full name, date of birth, nationality, home address, job title, hours worked per week, Home Office, reference number, as well as employer's business name, business type, business address, contact information. You will be asked to enter these details into an online form and you will be receiving an email basically. We aim to respond to you by 5 working days. So let's go continue. Now it's asking for worker details. So full name, date of birth, country of nationality. So now I have received the right to work check from the Home Office. They got back to me. So this is how it looks like. This is your picture. Obviously, all the details are hidden. This is the name where they have mentioned, and this is what they have mentioned. You can work until you get a decision on your application to stay in the UK. This includes during any appeal or administrative review that was made in the UK within the required deadlines. So your visa was expired, but before your visa expired, you applied for any other visa, FLR or administrative review, and now the Home Office confirming you that you have right to work in the UK. It further says you will need to prove your right to work again in 6 months or if you change jobs. Sometime what happens, the employer says your right to work has expired. I don't know whether you have applied for a visa or not, which visa you have. Your status is illegal. I cannot keep you because it will cost me £60,000 and they will, ask you to leave. But they can't do that because you have right to work. Further, it says details on your current visa. You can work in any job except those listed in the conditions below. What are the conditions? You cannot work as a professional sports person or coach, for example, cricket coach, etc. This condition is a standard requirement for your visa. At the bottom, it says prove your right to work. To share your details with an employer, you need to create a right to work share code. Get a share code. Details to give your employer. Share code. You mentioned the share code. This code is valid until this date. What do you do next? Give the share code and your date of birth to the person you want to prove your right to work. To see your right to work, they must enter the share code and your date of birth in this. So gov.uk/view right to work. Contact them to make sure they have all information they need. You can also share code by email. Hope this video helps you.